Hello world, this is Bible Time Kapsule and I'm Citizen. Today's reading is for September 23rd, 2013. Let's begin then. Chapter 21 of Numbers. Victory over Arad. It's called Arad. A-R-A-D. When the Canaanite king of Arad, who lived in Negeb, heard that the Israelites were coming along the way of Atharim, A-T-H-A-R-I-M, Atharim, he engaged them in battle and took some of them captive. Israel then made his vow to the Lord, if you deliver this people into my hand, I will doom their cities. Later, when the Lord heeded Israel's prayer and delivered up the Canaanites, they doomed them and their cities. Hence, that place was named Hormah. H-O-R-M-A. Next section, the bronze serpent. From Mount Hor, they set out on the Red Sea Road to bypass the land of Edom. But with their patience worn out by the journey, the people complained against God and Moses. Why have you brought us up from Egypt to die in this desert, where there is no food or water? We are disgusted with this wretched food. In punishment, the Lord sent among the people saraph serpents, which bit the people so that many of them died. Then the people came to Moses and said, we have sinned in complaining against the Lord and you. Pray the Lord to take the serpents from us. So Moses prayed for the people, and the Lord said to Moses, make a saraph and mount it on a pole. And if anyone who has been bitten looks at it, he will recover. Moses accordingly made a bronze serpent and mounted it on a pole. And whenever anyone who had been bitten by a serpent looked at the bronze serpent, he recovered. Next section, journey around Moab. The Israelites moved on and encamped in Oboth. Setting out from Oboth, they encamped in Ijeabarim. I-J-E-A-B-A-R-I-M. Ijeabarim. In the desert fronting Moab on the east. Setting out from there, they encamped in the Wadi Zered. Setting out from there, they encamped on the other side of Arnon, in the desert that extends from the territory of the Amorites. For the Arnon forms Moab's boundary with the Amorites. Hence it was said in the quote, book of the wars of the Lord, end quote, Vahib in Sufa and the Wadis, Arnon and the Wadi gorges, that reach back toward the site of Ar and slant toward the border of Moab. And from there they went to Be'er, spelled Beer, B-E-E-R, where there was the well with which the Lord said to Moses, bring the people together and I will give them water. Then it was that Israel sang this song. Spring up, O well, so to sing it. The well that princes sank, that nobles of people dug with their scepters and their staffs. From Be'er they went to Matana. From Matana to Nahaliel. From Nahaliel to Bamoth. From Bamoth to the cleft in the plateau of Moab, at the headland of Phasgah that overlooks Jessimon. Next section, victory over Sihon. Now Israel sent men to Sihon, king of the Amorites, with this message: let us pass through your country. We will not turn aside into any field or vineyard, nor will we drink any well water. But we will go straight along the royal road until we have passed through your territory. Sihon, however, would not let Israel pass through his territory, but mustered all his forces and advanced into the desert against Israel. When he reached Jahaz, he engaged Israel in battle, but Israel defeated him at the point of the sword, and took possession of his land from the Arnon to the Jabbok, and as far as the country of the Amorites, whose boundary was at Jazer. Israel seized all the towns here and settled in these towns of the Amorites, in Heshbon and all its dependencies. Now, Heshbon was the capital of Sihon, king of the Amorites, who had fought against the former king of Moab, had seized all his land from Jezer to Arnon. That is why poets say, "Come to Heshbon, let it be rebuilt. Let Sihon's capital be firmly constructed. For fire went forth from Heshbon, and a blaze from the city of Sihon. It consumed the cities of Moab and swallowed up the high places of Arnon. Woe to you, O Moab! You are ruined, O people of Chamos. Let his sons become fugitives, and his daughters be taken captive by the Amorite king Sihon. Their plowland is ruined from Heshbon to Dibon. Ar is laid waste, fires blaze as far as Medaba." When Israel had settled in the land of the Amorites, Moses sent spies to Jazer. Israel then captured it with its dependencies and dispossessed the Amorites who were there. Next section, victory over Og. Then they turned and went up along the road to Basan. But Og, king of the Basan, advanced against them with all his people to give battle at Edrai, Edrai. The Lord, however, said to Moses, "Do not be afraid of him, for into your hand I will deliver him with all his people and his land. Do to him as you did to Sihon, king of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon." So they struck him down with his sons and all his people, until not a survivor was left to him, and they took possession of his land. That's the end of chapter 21 of Numbers. Also the end of section 2. We'll pick that up on the next reading, section 3, chapter 22. This is Bible Time Capsule. I'm Citizen. Be kind to one another and love each other. Peace. I'm out.